Good afternoon, Tarky fam. I hope you guys are staying safe and keeping well, and I'm excited to come on this journey with me as we go through Factory FPS Season 1. So why FPS? Where did that come from? And why does it seemingly not mean first-person shooter? Well, that's because back in the day, before we had all of the genre definitions that we do now for things like third-person shooters or side-scrolling shooters, they were just called FPS games, first pistol shotgun games. And that's where the whole idea with the scoring mechanism and the points go for the game. So I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what's required of you as a competitor and why we've set up in the way that we have, just so you guys can understand, I think, a little bit more clearly as to how you can get involved, right? So we've got the rule system, which is available on our link tree or on the or from your sign-up sheet. You can access the rule sheet from there. The last point has a direct link to, or a permalink to, that then rule set. And the reason it's been set up like this is so that we can have a little bit more of a dynamic environment, reward players for skill cap instead of it just being everybody using vectors or the exact same weapons. Rather create a point system that rewards for skill cap was my first initial idea with it, and why we've set up with the first pistol shotgun stuff. So let's just get into the rule set. I'm just going to brush over it quickly. This is all pretty self-explanatory. If you guys have any problems with this or how the points and stuff functions, why it functions like that, you can just speak to Mr. Vibes on the Discord. Most importantly, I want to cover these two sections over here. So for the streaming requirements, the way it's set up is that we need you in the Discord with your scorekeeper, so we know who's supposed to be in the channel. That's why we need their information as well, or their specific Discord name, so we can give them permissions so that it's not just some random guy in your channel and then they can literally then screen watch you without delay. It's not going to be very competitive if that's the case, is it? So that's why that is set up like that. The scorekeeper is there really for your benefit, because if you have to go after every raid, take double screenshots of the kills that you have got with dog tags, and then your final score screen with all of the statistics on, because we need both of those in order to submit your scores, then it's going to be time wasting compared to if someone's sitting in the channel with you and you've got a permanently live stream. They can just take a cutout and paste it into the chat, and they can then, while you're on your next run, tally your points and submit your score. That's why we have a scorekeeper in place. It's actually mainly for your convenience, so that you guys can get back into raid and get back to scoring points as quickly as possible. The other guidelines are just all in line with that. We have to abide by Twitch TOS. If you do something on our stream and I don't have a clause like that, then we would be responsible for whatever you say. So if someone wants to be malicious, go ahead. You'll just put yourself up the proverbial creek. All right. The general rules and the rest of what's written over here is pretty much just to reinforce that, just to say that our decision is final. If you do have evidence of foul play, you must submit it after the session. The VOD as well will be on YouTube as well, because we do a simulcast to Twitch and to YouTube currently. So the VOD will be immediately accessible on YouTube, and then you can take that and build your case and then submit a report to us with your evidence. All right, we can't obviously entertain stuff immediately during the live event unless it's extremely blatant and obvious that someone is cheating, in which case they'll just get an immediate ban. And not just from this event, that history sits with the organization, and if they try to enter, for instance, on Apex or something else, they'll be permanently banned. So as the saying goes, F around and find out. All right, and then just the prize pool distribution at the bottom over there. So the idea here, guys, is to just create a really fun, dynamic event with a little bit of a fresh take on things, so that hopefully in the future we can then get custom servers and do proper events the same way that Pestily has been able to do it overseas. And maybe throwing in a little bit of spice and changing up the game and the skill cap is also going to produce really interesting results. We will also have a launch video for this ready for you guys on the Saturday morning, as you guys are going into qualifiers with all the confirmed invitees, flexing for them and showing off a little bit of them, start the streams and stuff like that. That's part of the point of this, is really to bring out as many people in from the fringes of the community into the center, so that we can all get to know each other and have some fun doing some factory PvP. So I hope this clears everything up. I hope you guys understand what's going on. If you don't, as I said, Mr. Vibes is there. If you go into the Evesports Discord, you'll see him on the admin list. He's almost always online. He even answers questions at like 10 o'clock at night because he's a good egg. Get those signups in, guys. We are going to close them on Thursday night at midnight, so we can get everybody's channels and stuff set up on the Friday and do a briefing for all the competitors. Until then, Hope you guys stay safe, keep well, and I'll see you on the flip side.
You don't know these streets like we do.